Hello, people. Hi, good evening. So today, me and my girl Kokoma, the Calabar girl, we are talking about the rejection that we have gotten from men. It's not a lot, so thank God for that. In my 56 years of life, I had the first, and hopefully Jehovah, please let it be the only one. A few days ago, like 2 weeks ago. And Coco, you too, you've only had one, Abby.
I've only had one.
In Jehovah's name, we won't have any again. Because
Amen.
that thing is a female dog. Oh. Hi. I went to the
Oh my
mirror to go and
God.
look at myself again. I was like,
Oh, sorry.
is it not me? So basically, what happened was that I met him on a dating site and he's Indian. And Toby says, Mom, are you a sucker for pain? You and Indians. Because they always mess me up. The first Indian that I liked, that one I was so I wrote about him now. I don't even know if you remember. I even gave him nickname Sanjay.
Yes.
Very fine guy. Only for him to just ghost me. It's like, and the funny thing is that he will now create a new profile on the dating site. He's done this like 3 times. He'll create a new profile on the dating site and swipe right on me again. He'll forget that he ghosted me the first time. The second time he did, I said, "Are you okay? Do you not remember that you ghosted me? You know." He ghosted me again. Then a few months later, he came up again. Swipe right. I didn't even bother. But I wouldn't call that rejection, because people, ghosting is people ghost people. But this one actually said no
Emotional damage.
to me, and that was a bitch. So I saw him on a dating site, and he's Indian, and I had sworn off Indians because they are just messy. If they are not sending penis pictures, and all that. But
Yeah.
this one obviously, they are very good looking people. And then he's a C-suite person in the industry that I'm trying to pivot into. So I thought, okay, even if we don't have a relationship as dating, we can be friends, and he can help me, because I know Indians are very, very, I don't know what word to use when it comes to career.
Yes,
They
they're
are
very
very
Christian.
they are very helpful when it comes to career. Sure, you understand. They are helpful to
Yeah.
themselves, and I've worked with them in tech, and they've been very, very helpful to me when I've had them as team members, when I've had them as managers. They are very, very good for career. They help. They basically they are good. Sha. So I
Okay.
thought, okay, even if we don't have a romantic relationship, we can be friends, and he can help me. Oh, there's glare. I can't. And if I don't wear my glasses, I won't see. So, so the first thing I ask guys is that, what's your marital status? Because a lot of married men are on these dating sites.
God have mercy upon us.
They
A
will
lot.
put on their profile that they are looking for marriage, or they are looking for long-term relationship, or they are looking for commitment. Well, they are married. So the first thing I always do is, what's your marital status? He said, oh, he just got divorced. I said, okay, when did your marriage end? He said, was the divorce immediately after your marriage ended? Or he said it was immediately after. I said, people that just got divorced like that, they are messy. Me too, have been that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are still bleeding. I know how I was when I was still bleeding. I was a horrible, horrible person. So I don't date people that are just coming out of maybe if the marriage ended like 2 or 3 years ago and they haven't divorced, I can date them. But if it's that the marriage just ended, I will not. So he
They are
said,
not
the marriage
healed yet.
sorry,
They are not healed yet.
they are not healed, and they'll bleed all over one. So,
True.
I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. But I thought, Bumi, you need him. Sure, you understand, for this career that you want to pivot into. So I told him, I said, I normally don't date, guys that are freshly, like this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, let's see how it goes. I mean, we can still be friends if we can't be lovers. I thought, okay, that is good, because me too, I'm thinking that if we can't be lovers, we can be friends. So we set up the date. And me, my first date, I always make it like in a coffee shop so that if I don't like you, it's not too much sharing of having to
Mm-hmm.
wait for the meal to finish or having to wait for the film to finish or something. Then the second date, you can push the boats out. So we met for coffee and we had great fun. I really, really liked him. We were laughing. I know Asians and Africans, we have some similarities a bit.
So,
It's not like Oyibo people that have nothing in common with us. Asians
mm,
and Africans, we were talking about our parents, how our parents are strict, stuff like
mm-hmm.
that. We got on really, really well. And I thought, I like this guy. So at the end of the date, when I got home, I sent him a message to say I'd gotten home. And he was like, oh, lovely. Da, 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 da. Make I read it same way he sent me. Where is it? What's that his name again? What's
Sanjay. I think okay, that was Sanjay was your own. Your
No, it was
name,
the
the
first one.
name. Oh,
Yeah, the first one that ghosted me was Sanjay. That's not even his name. I just gave him a nickname, Sanjay. Okay, so I said, oh, I'm home now, Sam. You? He said, hi, Ola. It was nice to meet you today. Hope you enjoyed the coffee and cake. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So I said, thanks, Sam. It was a real pleasure being with you. And he said, it was lovely to meet you too. So I said, I'd love to see you again. Would you like that?
oh my
He
God.
said, hi, Ola. I thought you were really lovely, but didn't feel there was any chemistry between us.
Jeez. Don't
That
be
thing pained me. Oh. I said, no chemistry, get a whole sexy me. He said, happy to stay in touch, maybe just as friends. He did thumbs up like that. I said, okay, Sam, not a problem. Yes, I'd like to stay in touch with you. Don't forget to say you help me with the cyber security when I'm ready. Because he said that when he said when I'm ready, because we had talked about all that. He was like, don't worry, when you're ready, I will introduce you to people, I will open doors for you. Don't worry.
Can I know my friend?
That way he didn't answer. The thing pained me, Okoko, let me not lie. The thing pained me. He said, no chemistry.
It's
No chemistry. I mean, I felt chemistry with him. I felt chemistry with him. He said he didn't feel chemistry with me. For a few days, I was really down. I didn't know that was what was making me down. I just realized that I was just really, really sad. And I thought, oh, this is what is making me sad. How do guys cope then? How do guys cope? So, how was your own? How did you feel? Tell me the story of your own.
okay. So this guy on my list. He's been on my list for years. We had
On
this
Facebook.
kind of, yes, on Facebook. So we've had this rapport and there was chemistry because I mean we chatted from time to time. We chatted from time to time. So I just left like a really long relationship of like 5 years, and moving on was really really hard. So I just figured, oh, I need a distraction. I need a distraction, and I looked at him again. I was like, this would be like a perfect distraction and everything.
Internet will hear good of me.
So I decided to be very upfront with him and everything like that. So it's somebody that I've talked to from time to time. And then I went to his messenger and hello, how are you today? I wanted to talk to you about this. So since we have chemistry and everything, I was thinking maybe we could just go out a couple of times and see how it would feel like, what it would look like, because I feel because we already have chemistry, it would be a little bit easier than somebody that I've not known before.
Mm-hmm.
So I did all those explanations, and then He replied, "Hi Coco, how are you today?" And that was it. 24 hours passed. I was like, no, maybe
Maybe
some
he didn't really read it.
yes, you want to quickly reply a message and something comes up and then you forget.
Maybe he had typed it and he didn't send it. And he
That's what
forgot that he didn't send it. Because that
that's what
happens sometimes. You type a message and you think you sent it, and then later on you'll be like, this person, I haven't heard from them. Then you go back and you see that you didn't send the message.
that's what I thought. Until the second day I went back the second day. I was like, hi, how are you today? Okay. Frederick, not his real name. Frederick, I sent you messages yesterday. Did you see them? He said yes. He saw them. So I was like, are you not going to say anything? He didn't reply again.
Ah.
1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. I just knew I got it.
So
I
you
got
just
it.
took your L. You just took your L and left.
I used trailer to pack my hair.
How did
It
you feel? How did you feel?
it stung for a bit, but it was not all
This
that.
Indian one said we can stay in touch as friends, so it's not so bad. But the one that he just read your messages and just ignored that bit and just replied to the greeting part. Hmm?
Until today. And you know something funny? That same day, like, the post that I had put up, he was, reacting, dropping comments, and then his tongue, honestly.
So does he still comment on your posts?
Yes, till today.
Really? I think because guys are used to rejection, so they don't feel anything about
They
it's true that
don't.
we are used to rejection. So when the few times that it comes, I have never been rejected by a guy that I have shown interest in. Maybe last, so it will fizzle out, nothing will come out of it. But
Yeah,
no guy
but
has ever said
outright
to me,
rejection.
Outright
because
rejection is.
it's never happened to me. That's how I met my ex-husband. I met him on a dating site, and this was like some 16, 17 years ago. So it was a Nigerian dating site. I don't know if it still exists now. I think it's called Meet the Nigerians or Meet Nigerians. I can't remember. So because I was
Yeah, it
getting a lot of
doesn't.
photos from Nigeria that were looking for somebody in London to use to jackpot. I don't even mind doing pally for people that want to jackpot. I don't mind as long
Mm,
as it's right and
yeah,
we fit.
yeah.
But these that were not good fits for me. So I now decided that okay, you know what? I'm going to. In those days, there was no swiping, no swiping. In those days, you actually send a message. Dating sites have come
Okay.
a long way. So
Mm-hmm.
a long way. So in those days, no swiping. Those days, you actually send a message to the person that you are interested in. So I filtered on profiles, the kind of man that I wanted, has to be, in London, has to have a good profession. So I selected people that we like, engineers, architects, accountants, doctors, lawyers, stuff like that. I know my ex-husband is a lawyer. So I sent messages to all of them and they all wanted to be with me. Honestly, one even came all the way from Netherlands. One came all the way from
No,
Netherlands. Even after I told him that I had seen somebody, I had met somebody, he said, no, hold on. Maybe when you see me face to face, that you would prefer me. I said, don't waste your time. So it's never happened to me before.
Are you serious?
And my ex-husband said when he got my message, he was like, whoa, and you should go no. That no woman had ever, approached him before. So it's not like I make a habit of approaching men. Obviously, you sense it first and all that.
Yes.
But anyway, touch glass. We won't be we won't have rejection again. So anyway, have you been I think somebody else left a comment and said that this guy actually took her out on a date and then after the date fashied her. Then
This
I'm not
particular one happens a it
sorry.
happens a lot. It happened. I mean, this particular one you just read about, taking her for a date and then ghosting her. It happens a lot, a lot.
There was even a Facebook aburo of mine in America, and she said this guy toasted her for 2 years. You know, toasted her for 2 years. She was not interested. She was in a relationship. She was not interested. You know, the guy will go. He'll come back again a few months later. You know, she'll be like, I'm. Then anyway, her relationship ended, and then this guy came, and she was like, okay, this guy has been steadfast. Sure, you understand? He has been steadfast. Let me give him a chance. So she now started responding in like to him, and she now grew to like him. So they were every day. You know, the guy was saying things that she really wanted to hear. And then they went on a date, and the date was really, really nice. And then they said, okay, they'd go away. They went on another date, 2 dates. And, you know, very nice dates. He took her to really, really posh restaurants and everything. And then they said, okay, let's go away for a weekend. And they went away for the weekend. And she said the weekend was just like, come see, come sa, not too good, not too bad. When she got back home, to send him a message that she has gotten home, he has blocked her.
Eh? This was the proper way.
Real way. So she realized that it was like she had become a challenge to him.
Yeah.
It had become a challenge to him that he will sleep with her. Obviously, when they went for the weekend, they got intimate. And intimate, and you know, after that he blocked her. They blocked her everywhere. How about that?
Oh my god!
There's something like that as well.
I mean, this particular one you just shared has not happened to me yet, and hopefully it won't.
By God's grace, it won't happen. No. It will not happen, because it's one thing to be rejected when you haven't been intimate with them, but it's a totally different thing. Rejected after you have done genital meet and greet with them.
Oh my god, you will feel so bad.
That one will take me very. God, please let it not happen to me. Please, God.
Please. My hard girl, no reach inside.
His dad had one friend like that. That was his stock in trade. You know, he would chase girls that were higher than him, you know, that had better jobs, career girls and everything. He would chase them relentlessly with money and his attention and time and everything. Once he slept with them, that was it.
Terrible fellow.
That was it. He said there were challenges to him. The more a girl refused to, and that is why he always went for girls that were above his pay grade. You know, he never chased girls that were like on his level. He always went for top class, high career women, and he would chase them with the small salary that he was making. He would spend all that his small salary on these women, taking them to exquisite places and all that, and then he will sleep with them. And once he sleeps with them, just that once,
that's it. Crazy.
It's a sickness for this man.
Crazy.
So anyway, my people, have you been rejected before? You guys, how okay, for guys, your first rejection, because I know that after a while you get used to it. Your first rejection, how was it? You guys, men, your first rejection. And ladies too, how do you feel? Have you been rejected before? And how did it feel? So, Coco, thank you for coming on.